Today we're going to talk about when and how to use the contractions ɪtəd, we'd, they'd, I'd, she'd, he'd. So it's basically a pronoun with an apostrophe D after it. The one that's hardest to say is ɪtəd, because it doesn't end in a vowel, it ends with a T, and then D is another fronted consonant. So you have to go from a soft, airy sound with a T, to the voiced version, D, d. And they're made in the same place, so really it's more like ɪtəd. Tongue bounces a little bit to stop and then start the next sound. ɪtəd. So that is how you would say ɪt'd. And the apostrophe D in this case stands for either would or had. It would or it had, we would say ɪtəd. For instance, if we were going to say, it would be nice to go to the beach, we can use the contraction and say, it'd be nice to go to the beach. Now, we might use that in conversation, we probably would, and maybe in casual writing, but not in more formal writing. We wouldn't really spell out ɪtəd. We would write it would or it had, right? We'd, for instance, if we wanted to say we had already left when they arrived, we'd stands for we had, or would like to go with you stands for we would. Again, we spell W-E'-D. We use it in casual conversation and casual writing, but not in more formal writing. We would spell it out. And that's the rule generally for most contractions. In more formal writing or business writing, we would typically spell it out. Let's see. She'd, S-H-E'-D, he'd, H-E'-D, I'd, I'-D, like, I'd like to go with you. I would. I'd like to go with you stands for I would. Let's see. What else? I'd, she'd, he'd, we'd, they'd. They'd, T-H-E-Y'-D, same thing. Stands for they would or they had. Most of the time it's they would. For instance, if you wanted to say they had 2 donuts, we wouldn't often say they'd 2 donuts. The only time we really use it for had is in the example like gave you before, like they'd already left or they'd already arrived. That is all for that one. If you have any questions, let me know. If you liked it, please subscribe. And if you want a session, please visit my website, www.clarityaccent.com. Thanks.